Look, there's some disturbing news from America, Rowan. US Democrats have scrapped funding for Israel's Iron Dome. That's that system of missile defence that they use to shoot down most of the missiles that are fired to them by terrorist groups. Israel needs that help. It's getting that help. But they've scrapped the funding. Now, it's more a technical issue, I guess, and the Democrats, the more responsible ones, are promising that the funding will still be found some other way. Don't worry about that. But I have to say, this seemed to be pushed in part by Democrats who don't like Israel very much, like the Squad, the Ocasio-Cortezes of this world. How disturbed should we be by this move?
Well, it's absolutely outrageous. I mean, the Iron Dome, the Israeli Iron Dome, which was only developed a few years ago, is the most extraordinary piece of infrastructure technology, and it is a purely defensive piece of military hardware. It is designed to shoot missiles that are incoming from outside the borders of Israel. It serves no purpose unless those missiles are coming in. It is the ultimate defensive weapon. And we saw those amazing photos during the few months ago where the rockets were all coming willy-nilly from Gaza and some from Lebanon, and this extraordinary system just popped them out of the air, and so that they did as little harm as possible. And a few missiles got through, but most of them were shot down. This is incredible technology. It's defensive. It's the way civilized nations use their militaries. It's to defend themselves from attack. And the idea that America has helped fund this technology should now cease funding it or not be associated with it. This gives the game away that with the Democrats, and I've said this so often, I used to say Donald Trump, as I said it about Tony Abbott, the best friend Israel will have in our country was Tony Abbott, and the best friend Israel has had in the States is Donald Trump. And what we now see is a Democrat leadership in the US who are intrinsically, it's in their DNA to be anti-Israeli, and that almost invariably leads to being anti-Semitic.
And this with a president in his dotage without the strength to actually act on any commitments he may or may not have anymore. I don't know. Rowan Dean, thanks a lot for your time.
Thanks, Andrew. Now, with that little shaking thing that's going on, I think the earthquakes might be coming up to Sydney. You never know your luck. See you, Andrew.
Oh, you've got the aftershocks coming all your way. Good on you.
That's right.
Thanks, Rowan.